Okay, so I know this could be a mildly controversial video, though I guess I'm not really a stranger to controversial videos on this channel, but considering the fandom and considering how things have been thus far, is it so far-fetched to say that Nightwing and Artemis could very well be a couple in Young Justice Season 3? If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a thumbs up as well as comment below your thoughts on any other topics you'd like me to cover in the future, as that greatly helps the channel. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because, as we all know, YouTube's system's a little bit funky these days when it comes to notifications. Lastly, make sure to check the description below for my social media. So look, I know it's crazy. It is crazy. I know. But it's a very real possibility. So let's look at their history, right? So between Young Justice Season 1 and Young Justice Season 2, not counting any sort of side comics or any sort of flashbacks we haven't seen yet, because we are going to get flashbacks in Season 3. They've confirmed this, so we don't know. I mean, they could flash back to, I don't know, 2 hours ago or like 10 years ago. You never know, right? Because it's a flashback. But with that being said, the chemistry between Robin, Dick Grayson, and Artemis, not really all that much, to be quite honest. I don't really feel like it was ever a thing because Wally was around, obviously, and that'd be really weird if Nightwing were hitting on Artemis, and then Artemis was like, I guess they were a couple, they weren't married, but they were like living together, so it's like, that'd be very strange, being like Wally's best friend and then like sliding in the DMs of Artemis, it's like, I don't really. Obviously, he's too good to do that. He's a good enough guy. He's got a little bit of restraint. He's like, okay, I'm gonna be chill and I'm not gonna do that. But now that Wally's dead, oh boy, let's get in there. I don't know. It could be a real thing. The reason why I say this is because if you see the Young Justice Season 3 trailer, they're together a lot. I mean, they're doing that. Now, it could just be like an episode or two. We don't know. It could just be that one undercover mission. They're working together because they have worked together very well. But I don't know. Like, when you see characters together like that a lot, it just kind of makes me wonder, are they going to be a couple? I know some people might be a little triggered about that, and they're like, oh, but she's so much better with Wally. They're a great couple. I agree, but he is dead. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, she's mourning Wally still in the trailer. So, I don't know. Nightwing probably would not be trying to start anything like that. But then again, Nightwing's a playboy. I mean, that's his character. Dick Grayson is always getting around with women. That's just kind of how it is, right? He's a very suave sort of character. Zatanna, he's worked her in the comics and in the series. I don't really know if he's really had any other girlfriends. Maybe Barbara Gordon in this season, because she was in Season 2. We haven't seen anything from her. She could be Oracle, so maybe he's with her, or Starfire. I mean, they could throw her in there, or maybe not have her as a character, but at least have her as a reference, They could do that. There's a lot of girls, man. Nightwing, it doesn't matter. It can just be a random, girl on the street or whatever. Don't take it the wrong way like that, but Nightwing does have a lot of girlfriends, so that could be a thing. But then again, it's like, when you see characters like this together in a series, you kind of almost put the dots together. I've been seeing some people say this, by the way. It's not just me. I'm not the crazy one here. I promise. But they could be a couple. They could very well be a couple. They've worked together a lot. If you guys remember in Season 2, when they had that mission where Artemis dies, and that was a big shock value, like, oh my gosh, they killed Artemis. And then she's actually alive, and then she's the Tigress and all that stuff. They worked together on that as well, and that was a very, very, very risque sort of mission. So I feel like Nightwing and Artemis have been together enough to where they had that bond. It's not too far-fetched to think they could at least date on and off, which, I mean, there's not really anything wrong with that. If Wally's dead, what's he going to do, right? I think he's going to come back, which would also make it very awkward if he came back just to find Nightwing and moved in with Artemis. Oh, man. That would make for some good TV, so don't lie. You know it would. But anyway, it's crazy. Talking with couples, man, there's that side of the internet that will take anything and make it a couple. I understand that. But just seeing them together variously throughout the trailer in their undercover gear, working together, obviously they have that work relationship. And it's like you see him he probably works with Aqualad a lot, with her a lot. Miss Martian. Oh gosh, maybe if he dated Miss Martian, that'd be even more out there, right? But I don't know. It's Nightwing. You have to understand that. That's just his character. And they make it accurate. In the Young Justice comics, he does the same thing. He's very slick with the girls, okay? There's that scene where he he kisses Zatanna and he whispers something in her ear, and all the girls are like, "Oh, Nightwing, Nightwing." It's that's just his character. That's how he is. He is a playboy. For better or for worse, that's what he is. He gets it from his dad, I guess. So, Batman. But yeah, I could see a lot of interesting things coming out of this. Again, if Wally West comes back to life, would that not make the most awkward freaking reunion? Where he comes back and he's like, "Oh, Aqualad, I missed you so much. Oh, Megan, oh, what's up?" And then, he has some crazy joke or something. And then he gets to Nightwing and he's like, Nightwing, it's so good to see you, buddy. And then he's like, "Oh, yeah, and by the way, I'm dating Artemis." Ha ha ha. That'd be so, I don't know. It would make good TV. Come on. It would make good TV. I don't know. It could happen. It could not happen. It's not like I'm pulling for it to happen per se. I would rather Nightwing stick with maybe Starfire or Barbara Gordon because, canon, that's who he's usually with when it comes to the more major relationships and not just the random girls that's written in one story and then she's gone, never seen again, that kind of thing. But then again, it's like the Young Justice team, they don't really like to pull from source material when it comes to relationships. I mean, look at the relationships in this series. You got Superboy and you got Miss Martian, who never dated in the comics as far as I know. You got Wally and Artemis, who never dated in the comics. You have Dick Grayson and Zatanna, who I don't think dated in the comics either. What was it? Rocket and Icon, I believe they're a couple, right? At least that's what I got from season 1. I could be wrong. I don't really know about that. I would assume that's actually more accurate since they are all from the Milestone universe before it merged into DC. So that would make sense. But as far as the main team and stuff like that, oh man. Also, let's see, there's some season 2 partners as well, like Robin and Wonder Girl. Like, what was that? Lagon Boy and Miss Martian. That was a weird couple. That was probably the one couple where, well, I don't know, Robin and Wonder Girl. Jeez, Robin Wonder Girl was very strange, very out there. When I saw them, I'm like, what is this? But Miss Martian and Lagon Boy, man, that couple. Oh man, Neptune's beard. Every time I saw that couple, just why the fish boy? Why? It was weird, right? But then again, look at that relationship. People didn't like it that much, but it was thrown in for drama. And then, what was it? Superboy, didn't he have a girlfriend as well? I can't remember, man. It's been so long since I've seen season 2. Jeez. But I feel like he at least had a crush or something in season 2. I could be wrong. I remember him talking to a girl, though. So, it's kind of fuzzy. But they like to do this thing with relationships. So don't throw it out as it's never going to happen. Because it could very well happen. We look at this now and we say, "Oh, that'll never happen." But it could. It could. I mean, they're both in their 20s. Things have happened. They've been through a lot together. You never know. Crazier things have indeed happened in this series and in comic books. Definitely in comic books. Geez, there are some crazy relationships in comic books. We don't even have to go there, right? And then there's all the fan pairings, which I'm not going to get into that either because some of them get pretty weird. But I don't know. They would actually make a good couple, I would think, because both of them are very skilled. I think their personalities would mesh fairly well. Though, again, it would be kind of awkward because it's like, well, they're both good friends with Wally and he's dead. So it's like, well, that's a little awkward. But, that's just the works, man. Being a superhero, they've lost superheroes before in their teams. So I guess no one was really attached to Tula and Jason all that much. Well, I guess Nightwing probably was. It to some degree. He probably got on his nerves. But he's like, well, Jason's dead. That's depressing. Tula's dead. That's depressing. And then probably none of them really cared about Blue Beetle because he was a Justice League member. But yeah, they've lost members before. Crazier things have happened. Crazier things will happen because this is Young Justice and this is supposed to be the craziest season ever. So I'm sure they're going to throw some wild relationships at us too, and just be ready. It's going to happen. There's going to be some wild stuff you're not going to see coming, which again makes for good TV. But anywho, Let me know down below what you guys think, and if you think they should be a couple, or if not, who they should be coupled with. That's all I had for now. Catch you guys later.